Jennifer, Mom.
Tiffany.
Haley.
Greg, Dad.
According to the National Center for Education Statistics website, the number of students enrolled in public elementary and middle schools rose 2% from 2010 to 2015. However, the number for private schools with the same age range went down 5% in those years. Why is public education on the rise and private education on the fall? Some of that decrease could be accounted for the negative stigma that is associated with private schools and the new and interesting ways public schools are helping their students learn. These public schools are now benefiting from more technology, more educated teaching staff, and the support of their communities. After these many hours of research on this topic, I want to persuade my audience to send their children to public schools in their early years because it benefits the child's health, helps your community, and is more affordable to parents. So first, let's learn about how public school can have a positive effect on students' health. Public schools offer children the chance to grow up in a normal and routine environment. Public schools give children the chance to be social with kids of their own age range, social status, and everyone. Studies conducted by the National Center for Education Statistics show that children that attend public schools are more likely to make friends with children based on looks, wealth, or religion. While students in private schools, because of religious beliefs associated with the school or wealth needed to pay the tuition, are more likely to only associate with people they believe are of the same class as them. Attending a public school can also give students a feeling of normalcy and not a sense of privilege. According to Great School's website, public school is what is considered normal in our society and can help the children when they're growing to develop a sense of what a traditional upbringing is. Because the children that attend private school are considered to be select, the book Elementary and Secondary Schools explains that this can go to their heads and cause them to feel as they are entitled to things. Now that we've discussed how private schools can negatively affect a child's social and mental health, let's discuss how public schools can benefit the community. Public schools positively benefit the community they are located in a multitude of ways. Public school helps children get a head start in the world because public school is free. It gives students that couldn't afford private education a way to succeed in the world. These elementary and middle school children that benefit from public education now have a foundation for basic teachings, as discussed in the book Middle School, and a tolerance for others because of different learning speeds and things such as that. These public schools can also stimulate the economy. For example, the book Elementary and Secondary Education explains children can bring many sources of revenue into the community, such as fundraisers and donations to certain charities. While these schools are mostly taken care of by taxpayer dollars, they can also bring sources of joy and entertainment into the community as well. Finally, let's talk about tuition, the biggest disadvantage of a private school. Public schools don't require a tuition to attend, unlike private schools. This lack of funding, as expressed by great schools, can be compensated for by extremely high tuition costs and a never-ending and exhausting string of parent-led fundraising. Private education can be up to over $100,000. So, is a private school worth that much money when you could easily be spending that on other things? On the flip side, public schools are entirely free except for the money that goes there out of your taxes. Everyone supports the public school system, so it isn't just you that is paying for your child's education. Public schools may fundraise, but few to none are led by parents, except the PTA, and all benefits go to children and new and interesting ideas and things for them to learn. I hope you all consider how this extra money left in your pocket can benefit your families. In conclusion, I hope the information that I've presented helps you realize that public schools is the most sensible option for your families. Now that I've presented you with information about tuition costs, the benefits for the community, and the positive effects on the child, I hope you are preparing your child for public school and not private school in August. Let's think back to the first statistic I presented you with and realize that private school is falling while public school is on the rise. Don't send your child to a private school because you think that because you're paying, it means you'll get a better education. And that's not true. Do you want your child to have a healthy life? Then send them to a school that will promote that. Thank you.